Alright, testing, 1, 2, 3. How are y'all doing today? My name is Braden, also known as Bray, and I thank y'all for being here today. Now, today isn't a regular day because I haven't did one of these in a long time, not gonna lie. But I just needed to do one for this one. Today, we are covering Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Now, firstly, before we get into the review, I'm not gonna lie, it was definitely better than the original. I would say it was better than the original, but it was still missing a lot to it. And they really could have dialed in on a lot of, well, the lore of it, but we're just gonna get into it. Roll the intro. Alright, so firstly, Scott, coming to the front of the classroom. So I'm coming to you as a fan here. So like, what if the animatronics, right, were, you know, more how can I say this, more scary and be more lore-ish, you know, more lore accurate, maybe? Because you said all this in the trailer hype, and I didn't get any of that in the theater. So yeah, Scott, I'm gonna need you to just sit in the front of the classroom for the rest of this video. Alright, thanks. Alright, so basically, if you saw the first FNAF movie, you already know the deal. Use the power of friendship to end the damn movie. Shaggy from Scooby-Doo is fucking Springtrap. And Abby is an annoying character. That's the first movie in a nutshell. That's the first movie. So you may think, oh, there's a difference, or maybe it got better, got worse. FNAF 2 is basically looked at the first movie and said, cool, now let's make it worse for everyone involved. Everyone except my goat Corey. He carried both of the movies. I don't care if he's gonna be in all of the movies. I love it, but
Where to? You again? You gotta be kidding me, kid! Get out of this cab right now.
But he carried both of the movies. I'm sorry to say that, but hey. So this movie's vibe basically just gave stressful Chuck E. Cheese at 2 a.m. That's basically the vibe it gave. Like, the animatronics don't even feel like they're chasing you or look like it. Like, I'm looking at the screen, like, I can outrun it. My grandma can outrun it. A wheelchair could outrun it. Sorry, but still. And the thing is, they just look like they're judging you. Like, I don't know if the toy animatronics actually had eyebrows, but I feel like they were using the eyebrows way too much. It might just be me. And also the scares, also the scenes. I'm looking at my script, y'all, I'm sorry. Also the scenes when they were running away, right, from the animatronics, they always run into a fucking wall or just like corner themselves. Bro. Like, I mean, every single single time they're running from an animatronic, they are literally tripping on thin air or cornering themselves. I don't see it. Like, it's like, come on. They're not even running. They're literally like, it's not even scary, honestly. It's just a big ass it's just a big ass colorful fucking animatronic. Like, it's not even scary. Nothing about that is scary. Scott, come on, bro. You could do 10 times better. 10 times more. But anyways, and because of them basically kidifying one of the scariest horror games known to all of our childhoods, and even more horrifying lore with the books and stuff like the VHS tapes that fans made on YouTube, it takes away the enjoyment of the movie. Because, you know, it's like, it's supposed to be gory, and that's like one of the main things that really like makes FNAF. The gore, the terror. Like, you're supposed to get scared in this movie. The jump scares are actually supposed to get you. You feel me? You know, it's supposed to give me nightmares. Not show me some weird kid that's attached to animatronics.
You're crazy.
Abby, like, bro, just get some friends, bro. Like, I'm sick of this power of friendship stuff that they've been doing for 2 movies in a row. What's going on, Scott? Anyways, let's get into the acting and the characters. Now, the acting, I'm an actor myself. I did a couple plays, things of that nature. The acting, honestly, pretty solid. Not gonna lie, pretty solid. Not the best though, for the most part. It's not the best though. It's just enough to get by. You feel me? The main character looks like they're exhausted the whole movie, which is accurate, because if I worked there, I'd quit too during the orientation video. I mean, yeah, but I mean, the funny thing about what I just said is that they weren't in the pizzeria like the majority of the damn movie. Like that's the whole point of the movie. But anyways, and it's like every adult in the movie has like the same energy. I know this place is cursed, but hey, rent's due. Like in the first scene where I forgot which character it was supposed to be, because they've messed up all the characters, by the way. We're just gonna say the girl. The girl was trying to get the attention of all the adults. Bro, they were just assholes, bro.
Excuse me, there's a boy who needs help.
Go tell your parents.
Please, there's something wrong.
Go tell your parents.
Help me. Sorry, adults are talking.
Who does that to a kid, especially if they're like literally trying to get your attention? Like, let's be real here. Anyways, and the kids, as you know, in FNAF, you know, they're gonna always know too much. And speaking of kids, in the movie, I think it's around the ending of the movie, the original animatronics come back in, and I see Chica, and then they're like, oh, the souls are leaving, they finally got to leave out of the animatronic suits, or the animatronic robots, whatever. Why is Chica a boy with blonde hair?
No, you can't die. We're just moving on. We can't stay in those bodies anymore.
I beg your pardon?
Chica's supposed to be a girl with blonde hair. I mean, come on, Scott. Anyways, but let's talk about the horror and the jump scares, which was basically non-existent for the most part. So, some of the jump scares were pretty good, not gonna lie. But it's not like, oh, my soul just left out of my body and unsubscribed type loud or type good. But in this movie, what really worked was like, you know, the long hallways, the tension, the flickering lights, the animatronics that weren't there 2 seconds ago type, you know, those kind of, you know, build the tension up. But it never, there was like one scene that was like, okay, that would have startled me if I didn't know that was coming. You feel me? If I can find a clip, I'll put it in. But you know, classic FNAF behavior. So, as for the lore, right? And I'm gonna rant about this. And I put this all in the script, by the way. So, if you're worrying about the lore, don't worry about the lore, because it has nothing to do with the lore. Since the first fucking movie, everything is everywhere. Like, it literally doesn't make sense, and it's all like, you can tell that they're trying to cram things in that they know that the real OG fans like you and I would like. And like, for instance, like Vanessa is supposed to be Elizabeth in FNAF 2. But they already messed it up in the first movie because they are two different characters. Like, I don't know, but that's just only one, that's surface level of how much they messed up the lore. You know? But I guess it's almost time to end the video. Overall, thoughts of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Not gonna lie, it was sorta scarier than the first one, because the first one wasn't scary at all. Once again, power of friendship we're talking about. Like, why am I trying to learn a lesson in Five Nights at Freddy's? This is not Dora the Explorer, nor Yo Gabba Gabba. What are we doing? But anyways, not gonna lie, it was funnier than expected. I'll put my favorite clip of the movie in here.
Let's see. Oh, what about this? Oh. Maybe not.
That actually made me smile. I love that clip right there. Anyways, but it's funnier than expected, but it is nowhere where it's supposed to be. So, is it perfect? God no. Especially not for my liking or any real fans' liking. If you actually said that you really enjoyed that movie and gave it anything over a 5 or 6, you're smoking, or you never ever played the game or know the lore or things of that nature. Scott, you can do so much better. Scott, come on. Anyways, but I will say that I enjoyed a lot of the Easter eggs and the toy animatronic designs, because I don't know for sure if I saw it, but in the movie while they were basically trying to find the animatronics around their town. I think I saw Shadow Bonnie. Like, I think I saw Shadow Bonnie, and it kind of like flickered on the screen. So like, if you caught it, then you caught it. And I like that. I really do like that. Because like some of the Easter eggs were like, yes. And then they just like completely just go off board with like all this other stuff that they're doing with it. But what I said, they have a lot to do. They have a lot of things that they can work with for the next movie. And I say if they mess it up, that's gonna mess up like 1, 2, and 3 movies for me. Like, it's not coming back, because at the end of the movie they had the perfect setup for 3, so you already know that 3 is in the works. And I'll show you the setup. Like I said, great setup for the next movie. It was at the end, stuff like that. But 3 has to be like the scariest movie. I don't care if they have to switch production teams just to make sure that 3 is the scariest and goriest. And I'm not capping about that either, because like, bro, I gotta see the Bite of 87. I don't care about the all-time rule of you can't show kids getting folded on camera in film and television and games. There is multiple occasions where games and movies have already cracked that. Right on the noggin. Scott, you better do it. You better do it, bro. Because you just can't kidify the Bite of 87. You can't. You can't. Like, everything 1 and 2, they kind of get a pass. But everything on, especially like stuff like Sister Location with the scooping scene, you can't mess that up, bro. For 4, the nightmare animatronics have to be a literal nightmare to look at. They gotta give me nightmares, bro. Like, I don't know. I'm ranting because this is actually a freaking franchise and a series that I literally enjoy. And I have the books back there, but I'm not getting up to get it. So, let me get into the rating. So, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 gets a 5 out of 10. They get a half and half. So, that will not get the Brave stamp of approval. Sadly, I wish I could have gave them the Brave stamp of approval, but with me, it has to be an 8 or above for my liking to get the Brave stamp of approval, because I get that they might not try to go with the like real horror route and more of a psychological maybe. Not even like what are they trying to do here? Because this isn't horror. Is it thriller? I don't know, but I get that they might not be actually trying to get that horror that they gave in the game. But Scott, if you really want to make some fucking dinero, if you want to fucking light him up, that's how serious about Scott. Hold on, let me use this one. Scott, if you really want to make some fucking money, nigga, bring in the gore. Bring in the Bonnie better be swinging. Shaggy ass better be yelling. They better burn that place down like they did in the game. I need lore next freaking movie, bro. Like, Scott, just stop trying to fit in. Don't give a fuck. Make it scary, man. That's all I want. I don't know about everybody else. That's all I want. I want a scary fucking movie. I want blood. Because another scene where Chica was squishing bro's head, the science teacher, the robotics teacher, whatever he was, you could have at least gave an eye pop.
What I want is to see what's going on inside of your head.
Y'all didn't show not a single case of blood. Y'all didn't show anything. And I know this may seem crazy for me saying, especially if it's out of context, but bro, I need gore. I need these animatronics to literally be killing machines, like they are in the games. Well, I know they may not actually show that, but like, come on. I look at these FNAF VHS tapes and I'm genuinely terrified. You can hear the soul in those fucking VHS tapes. Scott! Come on, man. Come on, man. These VHS... Fuck, I can't speak. These VHS tapes got me feeling like they real out there. Like they got real killing machine animatronics out here, bro. Not some power of friendship bullshit. Not some 11-year-old that can't get friends that's literally befriending animatronics. Like she can't get out of Chuck E. Cheese. Come on. Scott. All I'm asking, give me lore, give me gore. And you got my stamp of approval right there. So, now that my rant is over, I hope y'all enjoyed this review. If y'all want another one, just let me know. And let me know what y'all want me to review. And I'll do it. And I'm not sugarcoating shit. They want me to review it, they gonna get a review. So yeah, I'll see y'all later. Peace.